All right, can you guys hear me now? All right, are we any better now? Yeah, I had to reboot it. I don't know what was going on there. How's the sound? Are you able to hear me? Hopefully. Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, muted there. All right. I think supposed to maybe do this setting. And all right. We there? Let's see. Can't really see what's up with that. Okay, well, I guess I can kind of see it now. But all right, so yeah, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of lapidary work here tonight. As you can see, I've got Frank set up a little bit. I need to get had to go get some more water though, because it's quite brisk tonight. Of course. Warm water indeed, sir. But yeah, I had to get this all set up. And yeah, I started rolling on some of it, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta switch this water over, because yeah, it's definitely not the warmest. But now it's all nice bath water, feeling good. Just kind of be working on well, potentially a few things tonight. I've been working with the core drill quite a bit, and here's one of the things that I ended up making the other day. So I'm probably going to try to, you can see, it's pretty good material. But yeah, this one, it's got a soft spot right there. You can see all that, like all the cracking and stuff right there. So I'm probably just going to use some stabilizer on this eventually, but right now it's just going to stay off to the side. This is a 3-inch that I'm going to make a sphere blank for. But really what I wanted to work on tonight was probably this guy. So I got about a 5-inch tube here that I made. And as you can see, it wasn't the greatest. There you go. So you can see that down here is a little bit thinner than up here, right? So it wasn't exactly the best cut. But this actually does have some decent transparency. It's got some good color. Let me see if I can show you this guy. So I figured see about polishing a little bit of that, because especially down here you get more green. Up at the top, it's definitely more browns. But I don't know. Kind of thought it was cool. I'm just gonna see about getting this cleaned up. At least I want to see, about getting maybe a couple stages cleared off of it. Just kind of get it prepped. Because right now it's got all the core drill scratches. And so really that's all I want to get out, because I think I'm going to try to maybe use an epoxy on this as well. I think it's just going to be way too difficult to just get up in here and polishing pads by hand or make some kind of funky, internal polishing rig. Yeah. So since my sister works with epoxy and stuff like that, resins, we're going to see about getting, something going on that. But my 60 belt is pretty worn out, I noticed. So just pop this new 100 on. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. I don't think it should be. Frank's pretty quiet, but yeah, we'll get some stuff going tonight. I think I'm going to try to do some a little bit of work on some preforms too, because I really got to get those ready now that I have these adapters. I did get a little squirrely, and unfortunately, because Rock Dude there, he's going to help me out. Well, just like that one, since I had the 1/2-inch bit, I figured, oh, why not just do it? Well, the reason why is because, yeah, essentially, I didn't clamp it down right or something happened, but now it wobbles a little bit. So, you know, hey, that's what happens. Why they say patience is a virtue, I suppose, right? But I still have the other two, which is actually something I did want to talk to you guys about. It kind of sucks. It's just one of those things. You know, mistakes happen and stuff. But you see these set screws right there? Here, there you go. You see the set screw holes? Well, I ordered, you know, 3 of these things for the sphere machine. And 2 out of the 3 that I ordered didn't actually come with the set screws. Only one of them did. So I was kind of disappointed in that. But like I said, accidents happen, mistakes, whatever. I'm not going to go and start like trying to do something, trying to chase down, you know, 4 set screws. It's ridiculous. But it also just kind of sucks. But that's all right. You know, fortunately they came, and I'll be able to, you know, get them to use here soon. It's really nice that I'm getting closer to all this stuff. So I think what needs to happen is we are going to get this plugged in. Although that might, yeah, I think that's going to kill my heat, but that's all right. It's pretty warm in here. And if this thing's too loud, we're going to just do something else, because I've actually been watching this guy's videos, Dirt Cleaner, and he makes some spheres as well. And so I was watching this video he put up today, and it got me to thinking I haven't sent somebody a box in a while. And, you know, I think he's in Michigan or something like that. And so, yeah, I think it would be cool to maybe, I don't know, pull together some of this bowenite, maybe some rainbow obsidian, you know, just some Oregon stuff, petrified wood, and send him some of that stuff and see what he can do with it, because he does some pretty good spheres. And he's got a machine just like this one back here. Yeah, this machine. I suppose I could tilt this just a little bit. You can see. Yeah, so this sphere machine right here, he's got, I'm pretty sure the same one, because I saw the motors look the same and everything. So, yeah, you know, it's just, you know, meeting new people and connecting, and especially in the sphere community, got to learn from these people who've been doing it for a while, you know, because I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to figure out, guaranteed. I mean, it's already taken me a while to get to this point. All right, so we got some water going. How's that? Yeah, it's not bad. And not bad. So, oh, what? Yeah, I got to get a new expandable drum. Frank really definitely needs a new one. But unfortunately, that's like $85, and I'm not going to spend that right now, so just have to deal with it. So yeah, I mean, this is interesting. Got a tube here. We're just going to kind of roll the tube using our, you know, mostly like our wrist more than anything. The one thing is that because that expanding drum is it's a little worn out, I've noticed that if we get too much pressure and surface area going here, that belt really tends to want to come off. Hey, Pop, how you doing tonight? How's the sound? Is this too loud, you guys? Hope that's not too loud. Yeah, but see, this is the problem I was talking about. So you can already see, well, you can barely see, but right here, actually down here, you can see a little bit. The belt starts coming off because I'm getting so much surface area. So that's kind of what I thought, and I know that I'm just going to keep fighting it. So I think what I'm going to do is probably, instead of polishing all this right on Frank, because it's just too much surface area, but it is getting exactly what I wanted. I'll see if I can show you that without dripping all over. Okay, so down here, you see how I've got all the lines? And then right there where I was working, it's nice and smooth. So I might, oh, wait, you can see just a little bit more of the lines, and I can feel them too, like right up here. But yeah, I think what's going to happen is it's just going to keep rolling off. So we'll test it a little bit further, see if we can at least just get a nice little face going on this. And then I think we're just going to work on some preforms. I think that's going to be the best. Plus, I think that the preforms will be a little bit quieter. This might be too loud. Come on now. See, that's why you got the Harry Potter one. So I think mostly I'll work this top area then. Probably should have some water. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I can see it already moving. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. There's just too much surface area. That sucks. But hey, you know what? This material is really soft, and so I think that I'll probably just have to take it down to the shop or something. They basically have the same Poly D14 setups and everything, except they've got new expandable drums. And I think they're only charging like $8 an hour or something. So it's not really too big of a deal. I bet you I can rip that thing out in half an hour up to the stages that I want. I'm pretty good on these machines. That's, when they're in tip top, I'm probably even better. So and we're going to make sure it doesn't fly off that way. We get our preform that I was working on earlier. So this one's actually pretty cool. I'll show you guys real quick. So this is some of that serpentine that I find. And you can see right there how it's kind of more of the yellow. But then as you spin it, it gets more into the green. And so I think this is going to be a pretty wicked one. But yeah, I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. Get some of these edges down a little bit more. It's already about, I don't know, halfway rounded, but there's a few that just need some work. So, and I know this does it. Frank just moves through this. This material is so soft. That's another reason that I'm doing, learning how to make spheres with this material. Is because it's super soft. It means I can increase my number of tries and everything like that, Why does it actually feel like it's cold? And this is, definitely more of a little bit of articulation of the fingers. So really what I'm doing is I'm rolling it like this as opposed to using my wrists. So might not be a whole lot of difference for some people, but just kind of, like articulating around. I was watching Currently Rockhounding the other day, and he was interviewing a guy over in Idaho, I believe. And, professional spear maker. Got his own shop, everything like that. And it was like, when he was talking about his freeforms, he's like, well, yeah, just kind of roll it around like a machine would. I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So that's basically what I've been trying to do when I'm making these freeforms. Oh, yeah, thanks, man. It's not too loud, though. All grindy over there. The thing is like I'm trying to figure out how much I actually need to roll these things down. I don't know how much the machine will do. I don't, it's all new to me, so we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, it should be good. I mean, it's a ball, dude, That's another reason I would think that soft material is probably good to learn on. It's like you're not gonna, well, the chances of you breaking something, breaking a tool, breaking a cup, something like that are probably a lot lower. And if you're like, yep, all right, let's start out with this super hard agate, start drilling quartz crystal or something, yeah. What could go wrong? But yeah, this is coming around quick. I did see another guy that was actually a young fella, was using like the concrete grinding wheels. I thought I had one around here. I don't know where it went. Ah, there it is. One of these things. So he had this sucker on there, and it just, and it seemed like it went really fast, but it also seemed kind of sketchy, to be honest. Hey, maybe one day I'll be giving that method a go. I do wish I had something a little bit more aggressive than this 100. My 60 is basically toast. It's pretty much a 100. You see, that's another thing, is as I kind of roll it around and stuff, I can see, kind of what it looks like compared to like that angle, Very interesting. So yeah, I'll get some of these now, these edges worn down. Show you kind of how the progress looks. Might be a little easier to see like that. So yeah, but really interesting. Rub it on down for a little bit. 30 grit faster. God, I wish I had 30. Yeah. I would use basically anything that I could get my hands on that would be lower than this hundo right now. But like I said, that 60 is just worn. Yeah. Pretty rounded, but I just don't know. It's hard. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. You can feel it a lot better than you can feel it more than you can kind of see it, and that's the thing. And so, trying to show you this real quick. I don't know if the gloss is the best way actually. So here, let me paper towel that I even got ready for this. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, so you can see on this edge right here. Oh, yeah, this one. Nope. This one. Nope. This one. Ha. Anyway, you can see this edge right there, right? So that's really what I'm taking down. And so as I kind of roll this thing, let's see, this is really difficult to do. Okay, so there, kind of see how that tip right there, and then you have that line that's going right down that. And so I'm rolling rolling that over and just kind of forming it all out. And what we're getting is more like on this. You can see that, but it almost kind of has some square areas. Like over here, you can see this line right there, kind of square feeling. And then you look like that, and it's like, okay. So, but I don't know how much the machine is actually going to do. That's just something we're going to have to, figure out. Fortunately, it's a pretty big ball, and you can learn with it. So I feel like if I was looking, working with a little 2-inch ball or something like that, it'd be a lot harder to actually see kind of what, on a larger scale. Because I think that it's a lot easier to be able to see like this. So if it's not too loud, I think I'll keep doing some grindy. Unfortunately, there's 100. Yeah, see, all in general, I just gotta do something about this. I'm gonna ask Santa for a new Expando drum. Oh, well, come on now. Gotta have some water. I mean, fortunately, this serpentine just goes so quickly. If I had that 30 grit like Rock Dude was saying there, I would definitely. I'd probably already be done with this one. How we doing tonight, Sarah? Thanks for joining. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it will work. I mean, so it sounds like a lot of what we're really trying to, knock down is any kind of edges that the cups could get caught on, because you got these segmented, very, very rigid metal cups in your first couple stages. And so that's where you don't want them getting caught on stuff. So that's where you could chip a tooth or break a tooth off or something. And see that you can hear it too. And that's one of those things that you can totally, I got to work on that. I don't know how to break that down further, but you can see this is a flat. Hold on. Let's see. This right here, flat. And so I got to figure out, I don't know. Figure out what's up. Oh. Come on. Man. Well, I got a little trick that sometimes helps with this thing. Because what I've noticed is that you'll get a little bit of dirt in your belt, and that kind of lubricates things. And then if you get any water up in here, so what we're going to do, just keep one of these handy. Oh, yeah, look at that. See? Gnarly. This will help with the grip a little bit, hopefully. All right. Some of that mud so it's not so slippery. All right. I think that will at least help us work on it a little bit more. Okay. Where are we at here? So, those are right there. I think maybe that's right there where I should be focusing on. Maybe I should try to roll it more. Because I can hear it. Probably not something that you guys can hear, but as I roll it like that, I can definitely hear where it's like more of a circle and less of a circle. So yeah, I think this one's going to be a good one. I just think it's going to take a little bit more time than I thought to pre-form this out. Exactly. Yeah. Well, once I put it in the machine, it should be really quick. But, you know, it's just like everything else. It's got to take a lot before you get there. I mean, this was a really big stone to begin with. I think I found this one out there in the Applegate and probably, I don't know, 20 pounds or so. Pretty big stone. And yeah, actually at the point now to where I got to find some more because I'm running out of big stuff. I only have so much there and I'm going to have to find some more. But now's the time of year, so I think I'm getting that rounding a little bit better there. It's coming along. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. I'm having like a speckled pattern, not really helping me see everything, but hey, you know. I'll run down these edges a little bit. I'm trying to make longer strokes. Just so that I can feel it like more of the ball. Wow. Yeah, Rock Dude, I'm going to have to get some of those 30 grits there. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's starting to really feel like a wall on that corner. I'm going to turn this off for just a second. Do a little inspection. You know, I had some rags out here, but yeah, needing to wash them. So now I'm having to use these paper towels that I really don't want to use. I might have to go get myself just a quick towel. Oh, you know, it's kind of crazy how, you know, just standing there, even if you have like a good stance or something, when you're just pushing and pushing like that, it actually kind of, a little bit of strain on your back there. And concrete floor is definitely not good, but I mean, this thing's coming along. So I've gotten this rounded off more, and I can feel that when I'm going around like that on the wheel, I hit this flat spot. But if I do it long, you know, like a long stroke, I'm actually getting to where that does start to feel like it's going away. And so I'm just going to have to do that on all these. I'm kind of leaving this one right here till the end because you can kind of see the difference here. Let's see if I can, yeah, you can point that. There we go, in the back there. You can really see that. So that is just going to be the example that we'll use for now, because now you can see comparatively, like, look at this. This is where a corner used to be. And so going from that to that, it's pretty good. Took belts from my new shop yesterday. I'll have to see what they are. Sweet. Yeah. I definitely need to get some new belts. That's one reason I do like using these, is because they are pretty cheap. You can usually pick them up, for a good price. And if you buy like a 10-pack of them or something, they're pretty cheap, but they do tend to, depending on what kind of stone you're using, they just wear out. Diamond is so much faster. It is amazing. But that's one of the nice things about these poly D14 arbors is that you can get these super cheap. You can put basically any motor onto them, and then you just gear them down, or have a little pulley system to where you can adjust it. So right now, I'm running silicon carbide on kind of a lower setting, speed setting, but it's because I mostly work with softer material. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually come into the back of this machine here, and I'd have to do a little bit of adjustments, but I could pump this up to the high gear, if you will, and that would allow me to swap all this stuff out to diamond, because diamond you need to run a little bit faster. But for now, this is working out. Maybe one day I'll be able to upgrade and do something with have a better machine here. But for now, this works. Just gotta take care of it, which is something that I kind of haven't been doing for a while. But everybody falls behind on stuff at some point. Yeah, actually, I sorry I didn't get a video out this week either. I tried to, but everything just kept pulling me back, and so finally I was able to get out rock hounding yesterday, and ended up finding some huge geodes, massive ones. So keep an eye out for that video coming soon. But yeah, I'm talking like there was one of them that I could stand in. It was pretty crazy. I did need to grab my drink real quick though. So yeah, hold on one second. Let's see. They're like, I'll be right back. This is a I'll be right back hat. If I'll be right back. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. I'll be right back as well. I got to grab something to drink. Anybody need anything while I'm up? Ha 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 ha. Don't exceed FPM on polywheel. Yeah, exactly. I heard they'll rip themselves apart. Is that true? Let me grab something to drink real quick. Be right back. I'm back. I swear I'm coming back. I'm back. Sorry. Just had a look what I got. Oh yeah. Pink Floyd cup. Got the water for boils. because it's cold in here and, you know, need a little bit of tea. Hey, wagon. Or wages. Wage slave. That's hilarious. Oh, man. How we doing tonight? Sorry I had to run over there. Yeah, I didn't really... oh, hey, look at that. That's what that's for. Apparently, the sphere machine has a little spot for your tea kettle. See that? Oh, look at that. Psh, perfect, huh? What luck. So, yeah. All right. So, we got the tea kettle going. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I probably don't need my headlamp on. I think a good channel. Hey, well, welcome. Definitely, you know, we're just doing some big balls tonight. We got some spheres. But what we need to do here is, you see how I've got these little horns on there? Yeah, we'll be riding these guys down a little bit. Unfortunately, I need to get new belts and stuff, so we're going to be just using this 100 grit belt. But yeah, I had to take a little break and go grab some tea because it's cold in the shop. It looks like I'm going to be doing some lemon ginger herbal tea tonight. But yeah, I was working on this for those who weren't here just a second ago. I was working on this guy. But the problem is like I was saying, since my expandable drum here is a little old. In fact, you can kind of see how worn out it is. Like right there, you can see there's a crack right there. Bunch of them, in fact. This thing's just old and beat up. So I got to get another one soon. But anyway, I was trying to get a little bit of a polish on this here because this is some funky serpentine type stuff that I found not too long ago. But, oh, yeah, and see, it's not even there. So we got some good color in there. It will be really cool once we actually, well, geez, it's just getting blown out there. Oh, yeah, now we go. Maybe like this. Yeah, see, get some cool color like that. And if I was really smart, what I'd do is I'd actually go like this and show you what it's going to really look like. So we got that right there, right? And then boom. So pretty cool. But the problem is hold on. The problem I'm having is when I get too much surface area on this thing, the belt starts to slip. So it's just because it's not drum, you know, the drum isn't expanding enough. The expanding drum isn't expanding enough. Big surprise, right? So while we wait on the water, let's see if we can get this just a little bit more. I'll show you when it's dry. So we saw that we got these two little horns, right? So everything else is looking pretty good, but you see like how we got this flat spot there, you know, and as I roll it, that's not too bad actually. That is pretty round, you know, like right here, that's pretty round. So that's really what we're trying to get. Make a beautiful piece, difficult to polish the inside. Yeah. Well, I think that's where I'm just gonna, you know, have family do some epoxy. PGMs. What are PGMs? And serpentine? Really? Oh yeah, there we go. So let's get this rolling a little bit more, because I think I'm gonna work on this one right in here. In fact, you know what? I've got a pencil for this that I just haven't been pulling out. My secret pencil. Oh, come on. Not that side? Where'd it go? Secret pencil ran away. Are you kidding me? Dude, you were there like yesterday. I used you and then put you back. Where did you go? Oh. I'm just running. You know, I could probably prepare for these streams just a little bit more, huh? Let's I used that pencil. I just used that pencil and now it's gone. What kind of pixies are taking my pencils away? Oh. All right. Where are we at? Gotta be here somewhere. Was here. Are you hiding? Ah, look. Bam. Pencil. Okay, so now that we have magical pencil, we're going to get that. Because apparently you're not supposed to use marker on these things. Because sometimes apparently the marker can bleed into the stone. So, and here's the cool part is I don't know if the resolution is good enough on my camera here because it's not a great webcam. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, so you see that big old part right there? Ah, you can see it. You see the lines right there? When I'm rocking this back and forth, that's what we're trying to get. And see, even though it looks smooth, doesn't it? Thing looks smooth, you know? But then once you get that graphite on there, you can actually see it. And see, that's why I wanted to, oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. Oh, no, I find this stuff here locally. Southern Oregon, Applegate Lake. It's antigerite. It's a type of serpentine subgroup. Yeah, there's bowenite and what do you call it? Williamsite. And I'm pretty sure this is more of the Williamsite type because it's a milky. But if you look at, say, for instance, this one right here, this one, you'll see that it's got this is going to be much more deep green. This is 100% antiger or bowenite right there. And in fact, if you check this out, like you can see, it definitely has some light penetration in there, big time. So, can I actually show that? Am I capable of doing it? Yeah, see, there you go. So you can see like right there. And then on top of it, you see that, yeah, that's way too bright. Okay, you see this line right here? That's chatoyance. And what that is that's a chrysotile banding. And so, yeah, this is going to be a monster sphere. This is seriously going to be like the best sphere ever. People are already talking about this one. They said they love it. It's going to be the best ever. So yeah, but I really like this material because it is pretty soft. Don't get me wrong, I love agates and everything like that. But when you see this kind of stuff right here, actually here, check it out. I don't know if my camera will be able to see it all, but you see that wall back there? That's all the really, really bomb bowenite that I've found and over the years and polished up and whatnot. And then like here's a, so this is pretty good right here. Oh, there you go. So you can see that's pretty good stuff. Now this doesn't have any of the light transparency to it, but it's also a little bit harder. This stuff's about a 5.5. And so I'm really into this type of stuff. For some reason, I've never really been into, I love agates and stuff like that. But once I really started finding this antigerite, I was just like, whoa. And so, it's, I assume it's just like the jade guys. They love that stuff. And yeah, I start getting into the jade as well. Like that Guatemalan blue jade. And that Japanese blue jade. Ooh, I'll tell you what. Some good stuff right there. So yeah, we're going to have a little lemon ginger tea right here. Get some Pink Floyd in it. Yes. And it's going to have to steep for approximately 4 minutes. And so that should allow us a little bit of time to get this bad boy rolling again. Haha, the ball puns. All of a sudden I feel like everybody leaves. Oh yeah. So anyway, anybody do anything fun this week? Any exciting stories? Come on, why do you keep falling off like that? There we go. Midpack all center, quite beautiful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I tell you what, I would really, really like to get to where I have a proper spear shop. I think that's the direction I'm going to head. I really do like making spears. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think a lot of people are doing it. And so all my friends in the Rockhounding community, if they want to, make a spear or something like that, I can help them out. Plus, spears are just awesome. The problem I keep finding myself is, even though I drew on that spot, now all of a sudden I'm going over to other spots because what I'm doing is I feel it. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, but better work that real quick. And then it's like my finger will be in another spot. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, better work that real quick. And so I think that once I can get this into the spear machine, it is going to be quite satisfying. Quite satisfying indeed. Oh, yeah. Come on, belt. Just stay on a little bit longer. It's really Botox. Well, Gotta get this thing. What it is I think that to a degree, there's a lot of stuff happening here. But what it is I'm getting, maybe I'm using just a wee too much water, and my wheel keeps getting lubricated, which ain't helping the belt. So now I get the mud buildup on there. And it's just really slowing me down. But this is all right. It's why I gotta, that's why I'm doing live stream, because I can keep fixing this and chat with you guys and hang out. Plus, I'll be able to drink my tea here shortly. I wonder. No, I think it's all right. Let's see. We're going to get this thing rolling. Good enough. And then I want to see what you look like. Yeah, there you go. So these little water spigot things that I got, I bought like a dozen of them for like $20 or something. It was ridiculous. And they're great. They're kind of pieces of crap, but they're not bad. I mean, they function. They can spit water out. I didn't realize that they have a tip that you can actually adjust as well. That helps to, refine how much water you're actually outputting. And so, not bad. I think if I just kind of take it easy, be lazy with it, don't push it, I'll probably be able to just grind it down. We are going to move this now. This is starting to annoy me. You can tell my setup is clearly very professional. So I get some water on there. So I do have a foot pedal actually that I use for my water, because I like to be able to kind of control the flow a little bit, especially with this stuff. Sometimes you don't always want to just have your belt soaking. It's more of like you press it and then let go, and you press it and then let go. And so what's happening is you're rinsing your belt off as opposed to always just, well, potentially just, hydroplaning. And so it can be more efficient. It's definitely more water efficient. That's for sure. Yeah, this one's pretty sweet though. I can really feel those flat spots pretty bad. There we go. Definitely cutting better now. Thank you. I have some good ones, and there's gonna be some balls, I tell you. Mostly big balls, because to be honest, like you can buy those, like 2-inch balls. All those little balls, you can buy those things on Temu for like a nickel a piece. And so it's like, yeah, you can buy cooler stuff, but I don't know. Cool just to make it. Oh yeah, I'll be so close. Just have to beat Tomb Raider. Exactly. It's just a distant gallon line. I'll break the tail out of him. Oh, hey, there you go. I might have to do that. I'd have a bunch of Dawn dish soap. And it will make my shop smell good. I mean, even though this wheel is worn to hell, it's getting the job done. I'll tell you what. I'm just having to be real soft with it right now, which means I'm not taking a whole lot of material off, But hey, it's getting there. And then eventually, I'm going to try to have it to where when we do these live stream Saturday nights, because I'm going to do it every Saturday night, but I'll have it to where, like, we're not just grinding away, at rocks. Instead, we'll actually be like polishing, because I'd like to get it to where, if I'm doing it correctly throughout the week, just spending a little bit of time here and there, I'll be able to, by the time Saturday rolls around, I can have have a ball already to be polished up, throw into the machine. Especially if I go down to the museum, get better belts. If I get another wheel, a new expandable drum, and some of those beast mode 30s like Rock Dave was talking about there, yeah. I think, this stuff, I'd be done by now, So, things are going to be progressing. That's what I'm getting at. Because, incremental progress. That's what this whole Saturday night thing is going to be all about. Incremental progress. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff going on. And it's just going to get better. I think right there. So one of the problems I'm having right now is it's kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a soup can in the center a little bit. And then it domes off, into the ball. And that's where it's like, okay, well, if I find right where that edge is, and just kind of like a long roll, you know. So if I'm going using more of the wheel like that, it really starts to catch it. But I still have these two little horns here that I'm leaving, just because I want to be able to show. And this is, I mean, this is taking forever anyway, so we've already been almost rolling for an hour on this thing. Well, you know, I had to roll over there and grab some water, and we had a little issue in the beginning there. Still don't know what happened there. I don't know why that was, rinsed off or what. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why the YouTube thing screwed up. It said it was trying to load. It was like going live, and it did it for like 3 minutes. So that's pretty awesome. This is definitely getting way more like a ball. Sweet. All right, we're going to have to take a little tea break. And see, that's the nice part too, is I've only used, maybe a quarter of my water. Water ain't even flowing yet into my pan or in my bucket. Oh, there we go. Not bad. All right, let's have a little bit of tea. Get some of that lemon ginger. Oh, see what's happening. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff right there. That's the good stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I should show you this thing. So this is some of the best stuff I've found, or it's very similar, or the best stuff that I find is this stuff. And this is actually a core, 3-inch core right out of the center of one of the halves. But let's see if I can show you this. Like, you can really see the light penetration there. And then, like, if I get over into here, it's a little bit harder when it's like a tube shaped like this, but you can really see where it gets into it. Bottom where it's flat, it's just so much easier for that to cap. But like you can see, well, kind of maybe. See, like right there, you get it. Some shows the light penetration. So yeah, this is really cool stuff. It's going to make amazing spheres. Unfortunately, this one's only going to be probably, once it's all said and done, about a 2.5 inch. But I think it's going to be well worth it. Right now, I'm just starting out with the big stuff, and then we'll go from there. But I know exactly. It's ridiculous. Oh, it would take so long, though. That is one of the benefits, though, of having the core drill. Is the core drill will do a ton of work, But I mean, you can see where we went from something like that, where you see those horns. Now we're sitting more like, that's much more of a ball. That's much more of a ball. You see, it's kind of like cubey right now. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. Like it's getting closer to a ball, but it's not quite a ball yet. Definitely got some work to do. And then, yeah, bro, I got a few, but here's the one. Some of these that I was looking at sucks because I'm definitely in here. Yeah, turn that water off real quick. So you see these parts, right? That's that where the chrysotile. Geez, let's see. Can we get that any better? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's not the greatest because webcam, but right here, that's some of that chrysotile that ends up doing the chatoyancy, right? Well, when it was drilling it, since it's a lot softer, that part gnarled out. And the reason why that sucks is because I can smooth this all out, but it reduces the diameter of the sphere, the overall sphere. And so it's like, kind of sucks. But a lot of that's going to be done with the machine, I just have to get it to where, I can actually throw a machine in there and see like what's actually happening, because ultimately, this is going to do some work, but I'm not polishing it like this, Could you imagine? I mean, the old timers, dude, that's just how they basically did it, though, is they'd cut it in this, jig thing in a saw and make like 500 cuts. And then before you knew it, they would spend the next month grinding it down. And then they'd measure it with like, calipers and stuff. And it's like, bro, and then you're going to sell it for what, $20? It's like, man, you guys are crazy. Oh, yeah, this is the stuff right here. I'm telling you. It's good ginger, but not too much. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. So let's dry this off a little bit more. I want to see if I can get, what do you call it? Oh, cold in here. Ooh. That seems more wobbly than it should be. Why are you wobbly? Oh, okay. Just don't go nowhere. In fact, I'm going to get a little splash of that going. Some good. For calipers in your shop, I'm ashamed. Nah, man, you want calipers, bro? That's old Rock Dude's shop, man. I'll tell you what, that guy's got the shop. You know what sucks too is you can see all these speckles in here, like those brown ones, like that guy right there. These, all these. Yeah, I don't know how well those are actually going to polish. So this might actually need some stabilizer too, but don't really care because it's my first ball and we'll figure it out. So yeah, it's also why I didn't choose the best material, but Hey man, maybe you're picking up onto some stuff. Man, I tell you what, though, that tea is good. That is some good tea. This lemon ginger stuff, just so you guys, if anybody wants to go out and try that one. Oh yeah, no one knows what is beneath exactly. What is it? Same as below, above is same as below, or something. It's like this thing, the up down thing. Crazy Illuminati stuff. All right, we got some juice flowing. We got some tea rolling. We're all nice and warm again. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to scribble on this thing a little bit because I don't know if I'm ready to take my horns out yet. I think these guys. See, I can see that edge right there. There. Dude, magical pencil. Once again, thank you, Sphere Making Group. Because, like, pencil's cheap. And because it's, like, shiny and stuff, you can actually see what's going on. And so, I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you see that? You can see a lot more now, huh? You see how it rolls down like that? See, that's why we're using pencil. Clever guys, huh? We got some clever ball maker. All right, so I do think I'm about ready to. You know what? Let's do it. Let's take out this horn right here. Now let's take out the broken horn. Oh yeah. Looking good. Just peeling that material away when it's like that. But then as soon as I get to where I'm taking off a whole lot of surface, then it's just like, slows down to a turtle pace. And if you rub Rockhound elf thing, another ground mirroring this thing. Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe not under the ground. There is, he's much more popular than me. Let's just say that. Way more popular. And he's kind of an asshole. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's coming along. That nub right there. It's just so slow once you get, like, down to where you're really covering more surface. I wish I could, like, convey the sound better. But I think if I put that microphone any closer, it'll just kind of, like, get blasted. I might just have to do some testing on that before too long. But, yeah. Like, some of these, like, these ridges, I can take out so quickly. But then, once I get to where it's flat and I'm trying to actually like blend it into the rest of the ball, it's just like, nope, I ain't going nowhere. But I think this is where, like I was saying, just keep being patient, hitting it, different angles, rolling it around, doing it like the machine would. And then compare it to the rest. Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely coming around. Much, much quicker. So you can see like that. That's fast. So, but then once you, get it down to this stage, then it's like slow to try to get like this little ridge right there. Because you can kind of maybe see, yeah, you can kind of see like there's a ridge running like that. But, you're working with stone though. What would you expect? Tell you what, a good way to work on your grip strength. It's like a softball. There we go. That's there. That's some. Yeah. That's feeling good right there. So I can feel another little ridge here that we need to do give a little bit of love, but that's coming along. Probably gonna have to get like a little bar stool or something to this. Yeah, I can hear that a lot better there. Need a bucket with water, dunk your rock shells instead of spraying. Yeah. What I need is my GoPro, And then we'll put the rock in the bucket, and then we'll dip the GoPro down into the bucket so you can see it wet in its natural habitat. Oh yeah, it feels good right on the back. Oh, you know what I need is like a roller with these balls, you know, just like rolling down your spine. It's like, oh yeah. What good is that belt? Not burly enough. That's what good it is. It's the it's the belt that is like, kill me. It's 100 grit and it's actually brand new, but this is the 60 and it's all soft. And Rock Dude was saying that I need to get a 30. I didn't know 30s existed, but yes, apparently I need to get a 30 because my back is now like, hurting from like trying to press, but like stay out of the camera. And like, dude, this ball is not light. This ball is, it's not, so when you're holding that, that's why I was saying like your grip strength is good. But yeah, you definitely feel it in your back by standing. Light to medium. Well, this is 100 grit. And then, you know, I would get the 30 if I could. Because all I really need to do is shape this thing out, get the edges off. And so that's actually why I put lines on this ball. And so you can see that that's essentially all the edges and stuff that I'm knocking down. Anything that you see that has a red or a black line on it there, I got to knock all those edges down to make it to where it's more like this. You know, and this is not perfect by any means. You know, I still have this one little horn that I'm working on, or I got to work on. And you can see that what it actually has is it goes down like this, goes down like that, and down like this on this back side here. And so, you know, you got that point right there. So all those still need to be ground down. And then you can also see like probably about here, you know, is where it starts needing to be faded. But right here, you can't really see it that well. But this is actually kind of like a knob that needs to be knocked down a little bit more, because this was, you know, there was a knob on this side, and that's the one I was just working on. So saw carvers file serpentine with bastard files, also angle grinders. Yeah, I recently gave my angle grinder to a friend. Well, a couple friends actually. They're married, so you know, we just consider them one. But yeah, like I had the angle grinder, and I was wanting to use. I was thinking I was going to use this thing originally, because that's what I saw. Another like, actually, he's a young dude, teenager, using these things. And but it was so fast. I mean, he was seriously, it was like and it was just done. You know, there was no back and forth, you know, that kind of stuff. It's like this thing, no, I just shred through it. But also at the same time, dude, this thing's sketchy as all hell. I don't want to be renting that thing, man. You know, this thing can already rub your knuckles the wrong way. In fact, look at that. I already got some knuckle rubs. Yeah. But drink a little more tea. Yeah, I mean, have you seen the mesh diamond wheels where it's like that, you know? It's like a diamond pattern or something like that. We've got one down at the shop, Critter Rock Museum. And I was looking at that thinking, you know, yep, I wouldn't mind having one of them things. But yeah, I suppose I heard that, yeah, it just like straight up removes material. It's gone. Let me warm this back up a little bit. I think I'm going to grab a stool or something so at least I can try to like save a little bit of back pain here. Because, for real, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting some major like tension in my back. Maybe I can go like this, be able to see that a little bit better. Maybe I can twist that a little bit so you can see that a little bit better. Because, yeah, that's just ruining my back. Oh. Oh. Where's my magic wand? Alrighty, we'll get this turned back on. So I think I'm gonna break down that little area right there a little bit. Yeah, see. Still kind of hard to see. We're just going to get rid of this guy for now. This makes it to where I feel like you can't see as well. How big do you need to get a rock list? One good car in order to get a sphere? Actually, you know, it kind of depends. So, like, because, you know, it could have a crack going right through the middle of the rock. And so, you know, get kind of boned. But, you know, basically, I'm looking for, you know, so, like, if this is a 4-inch, you know, it's got to be at least 4x4. But you have to have more than that because the bit itself is going to be... you know, like what I think you would add another 1/2 inch onto that for the OD, because when you're saying something like a 4-inch, that's measuring the ID, I believe. And so yeah, that's cleaned up a little bit. Let's see how that feels. Because yeah, I think I'm getting to a point where I only have like about one more little horn to deal with there. Other than that, I think it will be pretty good. But definitely is coming right along. You can just tell it's those orange peels are definitely holding material, or you know, the leftover, the grindings, if you will. So yeah, not too bad though. It's coming along. Should be pretty cool. Let's see if we can get. Will it do it? No, there's no way it can't. So, yep. It's got a ways to go, really, you know, because that little horn right there, that's our last enemy on this before we can get it into the prep stage. So let's that clean. I'm gonna set these guys aside to dry out a little bit. So I'm not just wasting all my paper towels. Oh yeah, like this. That's perfect. Oh God, yeah. That's done. That's done. You can stay there for now. All right, get some tea. Where are we at? Still at a minute. Not too bad. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why my back is suddenly hurting. But hey, you know, it's all right. Might have to adjust this camera here and do a little chat session for a minute. Oh. Yeah, because, dude, I don't know what the heck. But all of a sudden, my bear with me for a minute. Oh, geez. Whee! Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Up to that. We're just going to swap you guys up, and we're going to make you a lot taller. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh. There it is. There we go. I knew I could figure it out. Oh, yeah, like right here. I don't know why, but now all of a sudden my back just like, pushing down on it. I think what it is that I was doing kind of this funky angle to try to make it to where you guys could see. And like, number one, this floor isn't great, but doing like a funky angle and then having a heavier rock, holding like that, kind of got my back all tweaked out now. Oh, it doesn't feel great. I'll tell you that. Let me adjust this real quick. Oh, geez. Bum. Even oh, look at that heater. There it is. There we go. Normal view again. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Give me a second on that one. Whew. Old man over here. Old man Rogue Rockhound. Getting a hurt backpack or getting a hurt bag back. Jeez, I can't even talk. Hurt back from doing that very work. Actually, you know what? I bet you that's what it is. I put that bucket up there earlier. I was trying not to get my shirt wet and kind of pushed or leaned over it. And so now I bet you that's what it is. I bet you I need to take an Advil so I don't wake up tomorrow like this. Oh, yeah. Doing the old man thing. But, speaking of, I want to show you guys something. So, figure maybe you guys give me grinder may need to be a couple inches higher so your legs don't have to bend. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty much, it's almost there. But really what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to be getting rid of Frank here soon because I want to give it to my sister, actually. So been trying to get some videos going, but it's been, right now we're in this weird flux type season where you can't really locally or Rockhound locally as good because all the leaf litter. We've got a lot of oak trees around here. And so it's just all over the ground. Covers everything, so you got to kind of wait for that stuff to die down a little bit. But here soon we'll be able to do some more rock hounding trips. But so I've been trying to stay busy and, make some videos and whatnot. And so one of the things I was thinking is I wanted to take these guys. And so I had this other crappy rock that I cored out. And as you can see, well, maybe if I turned it the correct way, you can actually see that these ones did turn out all right. Let me see, maybe this is a better angle. So yeah, you can see those actually did turn out more even. You know what I mean? So like, I came down on them correctly when I drove the second time. The problem is this material is garbage. It's absolutely trash. There's no transparency through it at all. And it's too thick, which means like, even if it was kind of some okay material like this stuff right here, that I cut kind of a little too thin there, it'd be all right. And in fact, that's what I thought it was going to be because of the type of what it looked like on the outside. But then when I ended up, drilling it, this is the core I got. And Jesus, yeah, this sucker's heavy too. Just solid. And that's why I thought maybe this would be some good material because I'm like, oh yeah, that's heavy. That's dense, right? Well, it's dense, but it ain't good. And so it's just kind of brown, kind of grayish. There's not really anything special to it. I mean, I think there was a little bit of spots where the gray was more like a blue gray, but even then, like no light penetration at all. And so, just nothing. So, and you can see it's not exactly a great color. Kind of just greenish, grayish, bluish. Yeah. So I don't know. But what I was going to do is see if you guys had any ideas about what I might be able to use these for. Because, this one's even still, that's a 5-inch core right here. And this one's a 4-inch. So they could still be used for something. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to cut the broken parts off or whatever, but still be used for something. I don't know. Just kind of cool, Got rock dust all over them, so probably need to be cleaned up a little bit, but yeah. Oh, man. I don't know what happened to my back, but we're going to have to take some Advil here soon. Pedestal legs for display. Hey, there you go. That might be something there. Yeah, see, this is just filthy. Filthy. We'll let that boy dry out a little bit. We'll clean this off. I had just chicken here. And we'll call this good. Wow. Gotta keep it clean. Jeez. Nice. Right. So, that kind of sucks that all of a sudden my back starts hurting. Actually, let's put this in here. Put that over there. Over here off camera is my my little to-do pile. And the to-do pile is getting big. Tell you what I think I am going to do, though, is I want to get a scale in here. I think it would be cool to, do a little bit of figuring out like how much, once I get it to, from pillow, or to preform like this, how far from this or how much weight do I lose once I get it from, this down to actual finished ball. Because at that point, you're not really cutting anything off of that. You're just going to be like grinding it away. In theory, that should be a preform. Then from there, you just got to turn it more into a ball and then let the machine turn it into a real ball. But, yeah, I don't know. I think the pedestal display could be good. The other thing I heard is like maybe you could put it in plants or put it in plants. Put plants in it, right? And so if you cut them like yay tall or whatever, 2-3 inches or something, you could put like a little succulent or something in there. Thought that could be cool. Well, it's actually, so speaking of Oregon Territory Adventures, so I actually got it at this angle. So if I am doing it correctly and I have like, apron on, I should be able to actually lean with my hips and do that kind of grinding type stuff like that. But when I'm trying to stay out of the way, what ends up happening is that's when I start doing this kind of wonky standing, when in all reality, it's just, yeah. But this machine's going to be going to a new home before too long. I probably need to buy a new wheel before I actually give it to my sister. But yeah, we'll have to see. because I think she is gonna end up picking it up here in the next, not too long. But we'll just have to see. Because if she ain't gonna use it, I'm not gonna just let it go and rot in a garage. It's already got a garage to rot in. Yeah, there we go. Aha. Oh, sure. Thought there was doo-doo on there. I'm like, oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, I can even stretch my back up like that. Oh, that's good. See, this is what I needed, because then I could have just sat like this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but this is good. This is good right here. Do I look comfortable on my tiny little step stool that my hips definitely do not fit in? Drinking my tea. That's delicious. Oh, but I'll tell you what, feels great stretching the back out. So, Oregon, are you Oregon Territory Adventures? You gonna be hitting the local spots here once the rain comes, or have you been able to get out there lately? Oh, geez, look at that. I just noticed that one. David Attenborough. The rockhound in his natural habitat shall make a roundish stone. When the stone is sufficient for his use, he shall use machinery that allows him to perfect his craft. Exactly. You got to do it in the David Attenborough voice, though, man. That's the ticket. Oh, up by Hemlock there, huh? Did you find anything good? Or just walk around? It was nice today. I mean, I definitely should have done more today. Should have done a lot more, but I was being kind of lazy today, to be honest. I haven't really been feeling all that good. I think it's changing of the seasons or something. So, really? Big courts, huh? Because I actually found some big courts recently, too. Funny you say that. I found a geode that I could stand in. Like, no joke. Video I'm going to be making here soon. Shows. But unfortunately, because I don't have my setup right now going with streaming, I can't really like swap over to what do you call it? Like I can't show you my desktop, for instance. I can't. It won't. It only allows me to show you what the hell's going on with my camera. So I can't like swap over and show you stuff. But here soon, my buddy Nate's going to be helping me out. Oh, you know Nate. But yeah, Nate's going to be helping me out to get it's called Streamlabs. He's going to get that set up for me, because then what I can do is, like, if I wanted to have people on, we could do like a Zoom call type thing. If I wanted to show you some of the, show you something on Facebook or Mindat or something like that, I can do that. Instead of being like, oh, you look at my phone, I mean, like, that's ridiculous. So, and I know how to do it. I just don't know like how to do it. Right. Because I've never really done the streaming stuff. In fact, I was going to make a video that I was going to tell people, like, I mean, I know it's clickbaity as all hell, but 3 easy ways to, or 3 steps to finding, rockhound spots in Oregon or whatever. But it's so easy, man, because all you got to do is you go and you look on the BLM website, right? And you get an idea of where all the BLM area is. Then you find a spot where has material that guaranteed, like Zinc Creek or something. And you go to the Surficial Mineral Maps and you say, oh, what the Surficial Minerals here? And what's the what's the age of the minerals here? Oh, okay, cool. And then it will be in a color. So you get like some weird color of green, and then you just look for the rest of the places in green in the state. It's super easy. But you got to hike around and like find stuff. And that's the hard part. Because just because it's the right age doesn't mean that it's going to be like guaranteed there's going to be stuff there. But, you know, I mean, real easy to go and spot a place like, you know, Worthington, find out what era that is, you know, Jurassic or something like that. And you just look at what the, you know, what the area is. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, dude. Pretty simple. But I want to be able to show you like, you know, the BLM website and, you know, just the websites I use. Because, yeah, it's pretty easy. But, you know, the other thing is there's a lot of new logging going on right now, too. And I'm thinking that I want to hit up some of these places that, you know, they've just come in there and clear cut the area because, you know, the machines that they bring in there just tear the ground up. And so all you got to do is wander around through those areas. You'll find stuff. It's also sometimes kind of illegal, but I just, oh yeah. I mean, I just use a BLM website because it's got an interactive map. But as a real estate agent, I can also jump onto the county website, or I can jump on the title company and I can see who the property owner is. I have Onyx, but I wasn't too thrilled about it, to be honest. Because, you know, I need something that will tell me where to go, like proper directions when I'm out in the middle of nowhere showing houses or something. So somebody told me, "Oh, you get Onyx, man. It is great." No, it isn't, dude. It's the same thing as Google Maps. In fact, it uses Google Maps. And so I'm like, great. So once again, Onyx did the same exact problem to me that Google Maps was doing to me, where it'd be like, oh, yeah, you just want to take this route right here. And before you know it, I got, you know, my clients following me down some old logging road, you know, that it's not even a road. Because Google thinks that, oh, well, if you just go down this road, eventually it will pop you out on this other side. And no, bro, you should have just gone back to the highway and taken the long way. But yeah, that's enough bitching about that. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, here soon, we're going to be hitting up the local spots. You'll definitely have to be joining because I think this year is probably going to be pretty good for Worthington. I also want to check out Open Chain proper because a lot of where the local people are saying, you all are talking about South Open Chain. And the Open Chain that I was always told about by the old timers, that's actually like right before Butte Falls. And if you look on the map, the Open Chain area is basically the whole backside of Worthington. And so it's that whole area, you know, it's massive. But I was thinking about doing a video about that too, but probably just do the live stream stuff. It's so much easier for me. I don't have to edit. Edit takes so long. It takes so long. And, you know, I want to make videos of the locations that I'm going to, not so much every little lapidary thing that I'm doing. You know, like this works great. It's like hang out in the shop, check out what we're doing. You know, look, I got a ball. You know, we're working on that thing. You know, is it fast right now? No. Do I have all the best tools? No. Hell, this ain't even barely a shop. Just putting it together. But, you know, it's coming together. Slow but sure. You know, it's good. And just like everything else, persistence, man. Persistence will pay off. But, yeah, I think we're going to be hitting some petrified wood big time this winter because I want to hit. I want to see about making some petrified wood spheres. I think that would be pretty awesome. And then January? I don't know if we're going to be doing the club thing again this year at the dump, but if we can, I think this might be the last year. But yeah, oh man, it's good. If you guys haven't gone out to for the local people here, if you haven't gone to the Crater Rock Museum yet and gotten your membership, I would definitely get on it because here before too long, we're going to be having, the next year's field trips. And of course, some of the people in chat are, they're the ones doing this stuff. Part of the club, making sure things happen. Make amazing orbs, yeah. It's just one step at a time, because like one of the things I was noticing actually while I got you guys here, check this out. This is awesome because I got since the sound's probably not terrible right now, right? You'll be able to actually hear what we're going to be looking at in terms of machine loudness. And I was pleasantly surprised because I was doing a little bit of decibel checking the other day. And I'm like, all right, well, if I got a machine going and I'm doing a little bit of chit chat, is that just gonna blow things out? And yeah, check this out. Oh, hold on. Whoa! Listen how quiet it is. Oh God! And so, because that thing's just ultra quiet, right? Even if I have a rock in it, not gonna be a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll be able to definitely chit chat about things, and more importantly, because what I want to do is I want to have camera A, camera B, that kind of thing going. So then what we'll do is on these live stream things, we'll have one machine set up, and we'll have a camera maybe like angled at this so you can see two, and then we'll have another camera set up so you can see these ones, and we'll be like, all right, so we got these guys going. Here's some. Here's some serpentine balls, and these should be going over to the next station. And, before we know it, we'll be swapping these out, and we can just talk about, doing stuff. That way I don't have to, rub on a ball and then go, oh, what? Somebody saying something? I don't plan on doing another field trip to the dump. No! Ah, dang, man. Well, that kind of sucks, but I suppose all good things have to come to an end, huh? I mean, there's some good material there, but if it's a big pain in the butt, and I don't blame you, I'm just happy that I gotta go. I was able to at least go once, and that's what counts. To Gold Beach in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to meeting everybody. Sweet. Well, great to meet you. Gold Beach is one of my favorite spots. I love that spot. It's, super chill there. You definitely get the tourism and stuff like that, but it's not nearly as bad as like Brookings over there. You also get the windsurfers. Those are super cool. Watch those guys, man. They'll get bananas. I'm telling you. They'll be all over the place. I think they also have like some kind of big windsurfing competition there too. It's a pretty sweet area. But if you get a chance, head down to Otter Point. That's the spot. It's definitely where you want to be. Winter time is the best to actually be there. Summer, there's going to still be some good stuff down there, but for the most part, winter is where you want to be because all the sand is gone. Plus, I have all the population coming in, checking out the cool agates. Pardon me. Been up all day. Starting to get tired on these things, man. I might have to start doing these a little earlier. I know that the East Coast people would definitely be appreciating that. And, but once we get the machines rolling, it's going to be a lot easier. I think we'll be able to, rock out easy, hour or two session, no problem. And then have a nice product at the end. Otter Point. Yeah. Here. And then I got a few videos of it, but just one thing you'll probably want to know is to hold on to the rope, because you go down a pretty steep trail, and right down at the very end of the trail, it's pretty muddy, but it's like this weird like sand mud, and so like it can feel stable sometimes, but it's not. I've definitely wiped out a few times on it. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I definitely make sure you're going down, hold on to the rope. It will definitely save you. And I'll tell you what, if you get too far down the beach, remember, you got to go back up that hill. So don't load your bag too full. That's always my problem. Actually, my brother was just out here recently, and I took him over there, and I tell you what, man, the walk back up, yeah, it was kind of brutal. We ended up, oh man, I would say that he probably had a good 30 pounds of rock, just of like really cool stuff. Actually, speaking of, I need to pull that out because I'm supposed to send that off to him, and I totally forgot. Crap. I got it somewhere. I got it around here somewhere. I need to just write that down. That's what I should do. Be smart and write it down. We'll be watching all your videos. Already binge watching. Sweet. Well, I definitely appreciate the support. You're fun used to hiking. Yeah, well, you are, but you know. All right, there we go. Got my secret whiteboard that has all the answers on it. Yeah, actually, the Oregon coast has a ton of great spots. I would definitely check out Bandon as well when you get the chance. It's not too far north, but you get some pretty good stuff. You went to Otter Point and got skunked? I don't even know how that's possible. You must not have gone to the right Otter Point. The one outside Brookings, like down Chanterelle Lane, or well, what is it called? Old Coast Highway or something. I can't believe you get skunked, man. That's one of the best places out there. I love it. I always find good stuff. And it's not just the like Jasper's either, man. There's a ton of variety over there that I end up finding. You know, agates, Jaspers, you know, maybe every once in a while find like little crystal or something. But yeah, I found funky little like what looked to be zeolite crystals inside rocks. There's definitely serpentine over there. I haven't really found any petrified wood over there, which is kind of bizarre because if you go up to Bandon and like the Sixes River and stuff, tons of petrified wood up in there. In fact, that's what I was saying before I got a little sidetracked. Check out Bandon because there's some good petrified wood there. And during the wintertime, you're going to see a lot more gravels than the sand. I mean, you see a lot more petrified wood. And it can be black, by the way. It's black. The good stuff up there is black. So, yeah, look for smooth black rock. That shouldn't be hard at all, right? Oh, up by Lincoln City. Yeah, see, that's why you got skunked, bro. That's why you got skunked. You go too far north, man. Don't you know all the good rocks are on the south coast? And maybe some a little bit on the central coast? But mostly south coast, man. It's where it's at. Brookings, you're not supposed to go down to Harris Beach, and but Harris Beach has what do you call it? Some pretty good fossils. Like, you're not supposed to take them though. But yeah. Really? Taft Beach, huh? I'll have to check that out sometime. See, I don't really ever go up north. I'm a southerner, man, a Sureño. I always stay down low. You know, Gold Hill, Gold Beach. And then we're gonna have to call Otter, or I mean, we're gonna have to start calling Rabbit Basin something like Gold Rabbit Basin or something. By the way, that's a picture on the live stream. That's the Rabbit Basin rabbit. My daughter lives up there. Oh yeah, well, family excuses, man. You just gotta tell them to come down here. No, better down here. Safer, not as chaotic. But yeah, I mean, I would say that I think that you really get like lower populations also contribute to the density. Exactly. Gold Hill for life, dude. Gold Hillbilly, man. That's what I'm talking about. Gold Hillbilly, dude. And see, actually, I've been in Gold Hill for a long time. But I'm actually going to try to go from Gold Hill to Gold Beach. Gold Beach is the end spot, man. That place is great. In fact, the ultimate dream, like if I ended up winning the lottery type stuff, I'd go over there and I'd buy the Indian Creek Cafe and the RV park behind it, and I'd just make balls and mines gemstones and work the cafe. Well, nothing special. I just love it over there. And the Indian Creek Cafe has great breakfast, like hands down the best. It's the best. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, well, I tell you, dude, I like Gold Hill, man. It's good. I mean, I grew up out here, and I'll probably be out here for quite some time. But eventually, yeah, I'm even convincing the family, hey, it's time to move to the coast because we've all liked the coast, our entire lives. And it's just always been something like, well, it would be nice, but the rain and clouds and stuff like that. And, before, like back in the day, there wasn't hospitals and stuff over there, and even now the hospitals kind of suck. But, at least you got some. So now I'm like, well, with Starlink and hospitals over there and like just the, generic growth that we're starting to see in these areas, I think that it's like, why not move over there? It's pretty good. And I'll tell you too, if you're okay with the like cyclical nature of like the coast, then it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, like, you got to work hard during the summertime when tourism and all that's going on. But, once winter comes around and stuff, it's like, oh man, it's time to chill, and that's where all the good rock hunting is. And, the other nice thing about the coast is there's like mushroom hunting pretty much year round. And so if you're into like, foraging and stuff, there's a ton of foraging on the coast, and that food's going to be way healthier than any kind of stuff that you're picking up out in, grocery store. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. I got a lot of things on a lot of dreams and aspirations that I'd like to, achieve, but who knows? I think that, just got to keep pushing for it. But yeah, I think I'm going to call this one, guys. My back hurts a little bit from lifting up that bucket or something. I don't know. It does feel a little better now that I was sitting for a second, and I had that heat behind me too. So I'm like, oh yeah, but oh man, not too great. But I do appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Well, everybody, not just guys. Yeah, I hope we can do something again here soon. And yeah, everybody have a great night. And then let's get some Rockhound going on here soon too for the locals, because I know that's primarily who's watching right now is just some locals. So I know that we're supposed to have some sunny weather here for it's been like on and off, but afternoons have been nice. Right now, you guys can see me. Dude, you are correct, Mr. Rock Dude. You are very much correct. And yep. And it's been like that for probably the last 15 years. So, but yeah, guys, definitely appreciate everybody swinging by. I will be here again Saturday. Stay tuned for the video coming out. Like I said, there was some pretty cool stuff I found this week. I just wasn't able to cobble the video together quick enough. And so I should have that out. I'm thinking Wednesday, but yeah, I'm thinking Wednesday. So, and then, yeah, other than that, we'll see you next Saturday, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for joining.